All right, so on this program, we've been able to x-ray different sectors of the maritime industry, and we've been reflecting on dominance or perhaps monopoly of foreign agents that are also trying to take over. All right, we've reflected on trucking, and we've seen the influence of foreign operators who are also coming in. We've talked about even freight forwarders too, where we've seen some levels of foreign dominance. And this morning, we're going to be reflecting on barging operations, and I'm hearing one or two things in that regard. We have some form of monopoly or perhaps dominance that is also coming over the industry, and we are going to be reflecting on that as we talk about level playing field or monopoly, X-raying challenges confronting local barge operators in Nigeria. Let me bring my friends to the studios. Joining us right here, I have Daniel Eze. He's the Public Relations Officer for Barge Operators Associations of Nigeria. Mr. Eze, it's nice to have you back in the studios. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Victor. Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, Lagos.
Great. It's been a while. We had you on this platform. How are things faring with you?
We thank God. We are moving well. And then that's why we're here.
Good. So we'll be talking about what the latest developments are. You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Joining him as well, I have Alhaji Nura Wagani, who is Director of Enforcement for Barge Operators Association of Nigeria. Alhaji, you're making your entry on the program. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, Lagos.
Great.
Good morning, my fellow colleagues in the maritime sector.
Good. It's your first time of this being on this frequency. What do you make of our studios, by the way?
Well, it's a cool and very nice, very beautiful.
It's a cozy one indeed.
Yes.
So we are flying in space right now.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Yeah.
All right, so from the news there, we heard about the Barge Operators Association of Nigeria, and they are expressing some reservations. Daniel, that's the reason you're here. Let's talk about it really, because what is the main contention here that is affecting BOAN as an association?
Thank you, Mr. Victor. We're here today to cry aloud to Nigerians, to cry aloud to the President of Federal Republic, in the person of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, because what we are facing as a barge operator is contrary to the vision and agenda of this government of renewed hope. Let Nigeria know that the government have good intention, and that is why he set off Financial Advisory Committee being headed by Tony Melu,
okay,
which actually he gave the mandate to ensure that the small and medium entrepreneurs are lifted, because small and medium entrepreneurs are the engine of every economy.
Right.
And so when you begin to muzzle these small and medium entrepreneurs, you are actually indirectly sabotaging the economy.
So you're saying now that
of the government,
some activities within your sector is stifling you guys as indigenous players?
For sure. For all intel, without no apology, what we have faced from these terminal called APMT is nothing less than to see that local barge operators are eliminated from business. So if you actually makes our business to become so difficult for us, where do we go to?
Right.
And that is why we are here this morning to call on the Minister of Marine and Blue Economy. I'm happy that at least the Shippers Council, they stepped in when the freight forwarders cried out.
Right, when the vision was very loud.
When the vision was so loud, he stepped in. We are calling on the MPA to step in. At this moment, there are many things that are happening
right
at the industry that these regulators, the minister, is not even aware.
Okay, so let's take it in bits now. And Alhaji Nura Wagani, I wanted to bring in your expertise at this point. So, what is the issue really? What has happened between the barge operators and APMT?
Well, Barge Operators Nigeria Association of Nigeria has come to meet APA, and we also summon all our members to be at the meeting to cry out our issues, our problem with Nigeria APMT terminals.
Okay.
Before now, APMT terminals have berthing space dedicated to barges. We have about, at their key apron, we have 3 berthing space for vessel,
Right.
of which 2 were dedicated to vessel and attach them a crane that is servicing the foreign vessel, or I say international vessel.
Right.
We also, as barge operators, we are carriers because we bring in export, we load out import, and we are decongesting their port, and we are doing our normal activities.
So there's a major role that you guys are playing.
We are playing in the uplifting of the economy. But now, APMT decided not to give us a berthing space, of which is affecting us a lot. We go through the neighboring terminals, namely Eco Support
Right.
and GDNL, to discharge our content or load out our content. But this is not any way sustainable, because we are adding additional costs because of moving them from there. It requires trucking, it requires using additional crane, and this is additional money that we're going to incur. We need to spend to make sure that we move a boat.
So APM is refusing you guys berthing
space
at your facility,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Have they concessioned that to another barge operator?
Well, we as barge operator, we are clamoring and we are appealing the Nigerian Port Authority to look into the finger jetty that has not been concessioned to anybody. It's a common user jetty,
okay.
And we as the association, we have written time without number to Nigerian Port Authority. We can, if they can give us the space so that we can be able to discharge our own duties, tie our barges, and do our local businesses within accordingly within the finger jetty.
All right, Daniel.
Let me.
I am getting feeds that they seem to have given that job to a GMT shipping. Is that correct?
That is true. That is correct. And let it be on record, just like my colleague was saying, that when we tried to get a window at APMT, and it was becoming difficult and challenging on our own as barge operator, because we want to see, we've seen the effort of the government, and we want to actually play our own part.
Right.
On our own, we went to a neighboring terminal, GLND, to.
Did they accept you?
They did. At a point, they did. And you know what, Victor? How would you are already doing barge from one jetty to just to berth at a terminal, then you now involve a truck again? You know,
why is that needed?
What is that needed? So why wouldn't I just go straight with a truck? So that's why we are crying that let it be, if we are doing barge operation and the government is the one that actually give license to the barge operators,
right.
So we should be accommodated.
So you barge operators are all licensed, right?
Yes.
So why is APMT refusing you guys berthing at the facility?
That is why we are crying to the government. Let them look into it.
Have they given any reasons why they are taking this stance?
They've not given. We've engaged them in several occasions, and they keep telling us they will look into it. Only for us to hear at the background that they have actually given
GDNL.
No.
GMT.
GMT, yes.
GMT, and you know what that means? Monopoly. Okay, GMT will be determining the price, and it will pass down to the consumers.
Is GMT a foreign player?
Of course.
Not indigenous.
Not indigenous.
All right. So Alhaji, let me get back to you. So in all of this, there's implications for indigenous players. That's what it means.
Yes, you know, this is the only country we have, and this suppose not all terminals should back up from barging operations, because we can't go to any country and start doing barging operation. We are moving those boxes from the port to inland jetties, and this is purely indigenous business, because we know what is happening within the inland waterways. You see, if you are a terminal operator, be your terminal operator and start with the terminal, do your activities within the port,
right,
and collect your boxes,
not to expand what you're doing.
Not to expand what you're doing to infiltrate into another man's business.
Because there are terms and conditions at the point of concessioning these ports.
Tell me.
Okay. of course, the terms and conditions are there. So let the NPA, let the government, let the minister look into that. Are they allowed to do equally inland transportation?
Let's look at that in detail now. So, who is the regulator of barge operations in Nigeria, Daniel?
We have because when you are operating within a port corridor, NPA actually regulates. But when you are operating outside port corridor,
inland
waterways, like we have all jetties across all the federation, it falls under inland NIWA.
Okay.
Nigeria Inland Waterways Authority. Okay, these are the two major regulators that we have that regulate barge operation in Nigeria.
All right. So, from what you see and considering this latest development, have you guys been able to make your feelings known to any of these regulators?
Yeah, most of the time we have meeting, we have engagement, we have so many interaction with the regulators. Name it the NIWA, MPA, Shippers Council and NIMASA. These are our regulators that we have series of meetings and we have understanding. But most of the time we are always telling them that, look, this is a local business that we want it to thrive. And this is not a like alien business. It's been practiced all over the world.
Right.
In Europe, barging activities is just a normal mode of transportation that you move bulk cargo, boxes. I mean, if I say boxes, I mean containerized cargo. Then, barging is being classified into two. We have inland barging and we have coastal barging.
Right.
So most of the inland barging, that is what we are doing as the inland activities to either moving export to the port or bring in out our import laden containers to the interland.
And this will be done by indigenous players.
We are doing by the indigenous players. And also, if you get me correct,
right.
Now 5 line is no more
in existence.
Right. So we use our barges to move in liquid content, that is more of the crude oil and other liquid cargoes to bear our barges to the.
So there's a big role that barging operations play. That's what you're saying.
Yes, we are bedrock of the economy.
All right, just give me a second. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, level playing field or monopoly. This morning we're X-raying challenges confronting local barge operators in Nigeria, and I have my friends Daniel Eze is the public relations officer for the Barge Operators Association of Nigeria. I also have Alhaji Nura Wagani, who is Director Enforcement for BOAN. We're going to take a short break. When we return, it will be time to hear from you. We also expand the discourse beyond the studios to have inputs, and you can connect with us on 08099120777. A brief break, we'll be back.
The Nigerian Shippers Council is now better poised with responsive systems in place to help you and other shippers get seamless, stress-free transition for your clients' goods from point A to B. Today at the Nigerian Shippers Council, timeliness, orderliness, transparency and efficiency is all we care about. Put your complaint through to our helpline 0818-888-8895. Visit us at number 4 Ayodele Shoyode Lane, Apapa, Lagos, or reach us on www.shipperscouncil.gov.ng.
Nigerian Shippers Council, we meet you at the point of your need.
Nigerian Shippers Council, we meet you at the port of your needs.
Maritime today on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. I have my friends from the Barge Operators Association of Nigeria, and we're reflecting on how to create a level playing field. They are actually alleging that we're having some issues that relates to some kind of monopoly, and this is courtesy of APMT. All right, Daniel Eze is the spokesperson of BOAN, and I also have Alhaji Nura Wagani also here. If you want to join the conversation, feel free. 08099120777 and 09153877127. Those are the numbers that you can use to connect with us. All right, so let's get back to this. So, Daniel Eze, any communication yet with the Minister for Marine and Blue Economy on this?
Well, we've actually written to the ministry to gain a courtesy visit, and then we are looking forward that the reply will come very soon.
Okay, so that there can be intervention in this regard, right?
Sure.
All right. Alhaji, peradventure, we do not say anything in terms of intervention. Is there any action that BOAN will be taking?
Yeah. You see, we as an association, we are going with all our members because injury to one is injury to all. And we want this association to make sure that...
Okay, just a second. Let me speak and take this call. Okay. Hello there, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
All right, what's your name?
Yeah, it's B.
B, how you...
I called earlier.
That's true. B, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm very good.
All right, go ahead, B.
Quick one. Sorry, it's a bit noisy there.
Okay.
This issue currently going on, I want to know, is it just peculiar to the Apapa port, or is it affecting other ports as well? And what's the government, what are they saying about this monopoly?
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, B.
Thank you.
So is this just peculiar to Apapa ports?
Yes, Apapa for now.
Okay, it's just Apapa ports.
Yes.
Other ports are not experiencing the same?
No, Tinkan is doing well because most of our barging activity has not changed, and we're getting berthing space, and we're doing most of our activities without is in Tinkan.
Right.
Only in Apapa now that we're expressing lack of berthing space, tariff inflation. You know, they have inflated the tariffs and other things. Is very, very difficult for us to operate in Apapa.
We will come to that tariff,
okay.
Because actually you cannot literally increase your tariff without due consultations.
All right.
Okay. As at the time,
is the tariffs in any connected to the one the Shippers Council just made rulings on?
No, it's not connected to that. Okay. That's APMT barge charges. Okay, they just increase. To close to 300.
It's about 262,000 per 40 feet. And then without berth, if you add the berth, it's around 287,000.
Wow.
So that's close to 300,000 per one.
How much was it before now?
It was only 50,000 before.
50,000, wow.
Yes. So it's outrageous.
Very, very outrageous if you ask me. All right, then 08099120777. Some reactions coming in for you guys. This one says, good morning, sirs. Why are shipping companies increasing tariffs anyhow without considering Nigerians? Mr. Oyema is sending that one in. Anyway, that's for shipping companies, right? But we're talking barging now. And the barge operators are saying it appears some people are trying to bring in some kind of foreign dominance in this sector, which might take away their business as indigenous players. There's a message here that says, Alhaji, why is APM terminals denying local barge operators access in the first place? And why is it that one company is being favored over others? That sounds like monopoly. Shehu Ibrahim is sending that one in.
Yeah, the same issue we are clamoring for, because now they give preference to most of the multinational than we, the local players. And why are we even crying out? Because you see, these multinational, they will say that they have volume. Well, we too, we have volume. Because most of the time, you cannot just come and service your preference badges before you give us window. Getting window in APMT is something else. Because if you write, they will tell you they don't have access, they have vessel, they have this, they are going to service this badge. You will be writing them before eventually they give you one window in a week or twice in a week if you are lucky.
How many badge operators do we have that are indigenous players?
The indigenous player, we have more than, as of now, we started with 83, but as of now, we are we're not up to 20.
Wow. Because
of the monopoly and the frustration.
So they're chasing you guys out of business?
Yes.
Every year, our member keep dropping because of these challenges. What we are crying out, please, is let APMT, leave the window open for everybody. It doesn't matter the volume. After all, we are serving the same Nigerians.
All right.
And we are all into business as well. So if you now channel all the barge operation to one company, then what happened to others?
Message here says, good morning, Victor. Please ask the gentlemen in the studios that how will this issue affect ordinary Nigerians that just buy goods in the market? Paul from Arena Oshodi.
Please let me take that, sir.
All right.
Okay. For example, now, we are paying APMT 286,000 naira, 287,000 naira per box. That's handling charge. You know, other component, we're going to bunker our barge. We're going to get the charter of the barge. We're going to take this barge to inland jetties, and that jetty have a crane to service our barges.
Right.
You see, all this component is money. By the time you add it to the 287,000, it's going to be close about 500,000. You are moving one container for 500,000, which whereas before now is only 200 and something thousand.
So they will add that price to the goods that are going to be sold to the final.
It's part of the cost of the business.
Let me even take it. Let me break it down so that you understand. If you are moving 40 boxes, so 500,000 times 40, how much is it going to be? It's around almost 2 points, close to 20 something million. And that money, you the importer, you need to bring out your money. And what is going to happen? Each unit of product you brought it into that container, you have to spell it out to your product, so that because you cannot spend that big money and you say you're going to make business as it used to be before.
Right. This one says, good morning, please. I have two questions, Victor. Firstly, why are countries still buying Russian oil despite sanctions? And two, can Nigeria benefit from this global oil situation in any way? All right, Alhaji Bakari. I don't know if that is related to barging operations, but what I can tell you, there's a whole lot of dynamics going on in the international market. Why Russian oil is being sold now that the Strait of Hormuz is causing a major problem in energy across the world. There are plans to ensure that maybe by allowing the Russian oil into the market, that could help drive down the prices. All right, this one says, why is it so difficult for indigenous operators to survive in Nigeria's maritime sector? You didn't put your name, but thank you so much for that. So, for now, you guys are not finding it easy. That's what it means, Daniel.
Sure. We are not finding it easy, and we want the ministry to intervene. We want APMT to give us reason why the indigenous barge operators will not operate at their terminal, whereas other terminals are receiving barges.
All other terminals are receiving barges?
Sure.
It's just APM?
Just APMT.
So what should they do now? I mean, how do you want this to be resolved?
Well, we call the regulators, we call the minister to call their attentions and let them know the implication of what they are doing.
Have you taken this to the NPA? Have you spoken with them?
Yes, we do. We have a meeting with them, and even that even boils down to who give them the authority to even increase the price. They said they were being approved. They have gotten approval from Nigerian Shippers Council, of which we want to also engage Shippers Council in this decision, because this is also another leg of this problem that they are facing with the freight forwarders. Because this increment, we need to factor in why. Because FMT has their own batting space. They should operate within their batting space. We don't need them to go to any other batting space to also inflate prices because of we want to be in business.
Right.
So
okay. All right. Abule Ado, inwards that corridor inwards journey Alakija. I understand the traffic that built up earlier on has subsided, so it's a much better drive if you are navigating through that corridor. Let's begin to take this home this morning because of time constraints. So, moving forward, you're hoping that the minister can come in with some kind of intervention?
Sure, we believe that he can. And we believe that even if this gets to the attention of our president, definitely he will do something about it, because we fall within the small and medium entrepreneurs.
Right.
And his vision is to lift this small and medium intervention. That is why he provided funds, different kinds of funds, to help the small and medium entrepreneurs, which happens to be the engine house. When you muzzle them out of business, and then our foreigners are coming to take our money and take to their countries and develop their countries, you're leaving. The effort of the government is being aborted and thwarted. So we are calling on all the stakeholders. We are calling on Nigerians to press to take up from where we have started, to ensure right things are done. Let indigenous operators be allowed to breathe.
Right,
we have a local content.
And
we are
actually
equally calling the local content commission to intervene on this, to look into this.
All right, Alaji, your parting thoughts on the program in 30 seconds?
Well, this is the only country we have, and we need to look into it, and we need to make sure that playground, because let me even emphasize on our visit of our president to UK.
Right.
The major aspect that they play there is port reform, and when they are reforming this port, they should put the indigenous barge operators in their mind, and they should give us a dedicated batting space, because it's been practiced all over the world.
All right, we'll leave it at that for now. It's nice having you, gentlemen. There will be time we can dwell extensively on barge operations, but let me say a big thank you to both of you for making it through to the studios this morning. Daniel, it's nice having you in the building.
It's always my pleasure to be here.
And Alaji Nura Wagani, thank you so much for making your entry.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, then so we'll be reflecting on level playing field or Monopoly-Xraying challenges confronting local barge operators in Nigeria. We have to go. The program has been produced by Mike James. I say a big thank you to Remy Aluko of our social media unit. Maximum shout out going out to Rebecca Adamu, Assistant Director of Public Relations for the Nigerian Shippers Council, and our executive producer is Tayo Akonle. All right, you can connect with the Shippers Council on all their platforms at NG Shippers. My name is Victor Oteri. Have a splendid weekend. Bye.
Nigerian Shippers Council, they to serve you